This video today is brought to you by Koenig equipment in Anna, Ohio. Today we'll be working with the IVT transmission, covering some more features in custom mode. So we can currently see that the eco is turned on by the orange light, and we currently have our eco speed set at 900 RPM. So if we increase our throttle to the full forward position, we'll see here while we're stationary, the tractor will continue to run 900 RPM. As we begin to take off and move, the tractor will continue to maintain 900 RPM until we reach a speed where it needs more engine to maintain that speed. So we can see here as we use the scroll wheel to start picking up our speed. We will get to a point where we will need more RPMs to maintain our set speed. See here, to reach 15 mile an hour, we need to jump up to 1200 RPMs in order to get there. So we can use the throttle to slow back down, as well as the transmission shift button. Also, with the IVT, we also have the ability to use auto clutch and use the brakes to stop, similar to a car. So even if we're up in F2 all the way, we can see with the foot on the brake, it's not going to allow us to move, and then we can let off from there, and we can begin to move. So even though our transmission's set at 15.2 mile an hour in the F2 range, we're only moving 1.6 mile an hour with the throttle all the way back. So I can also use the throttle to speed up as well for a little smoother speed change. So we'll continue to increase speed until the throttle is in the full forward position where we would reach 15.2 mile an hour. If we don't want to go that fast, we can simply dial back with the scroll wheel, select 9.2, increase the throttle. If we turn our eco button back off, we had that set at 1400 RPM. So now the tractor says I'm not allowed to run under 1400 RPM in the full throttle position. And I can turn eco back on, and it will return to 900 RPM, the selected economy speed. If I were to determine that 900 was not a high enough economy speed, I could simply go to my transmission, go to my economy on, and increase that to a higher level if I desired that. Another nice feature in the transmission settings is we have the ability to adjust our maximum speeds. So we can see here the maximum speed in reverse is 11 mile an hour. 11 mile an hour is very fast for going in reverse, so to prevent possibly a novice operator from accidentally going that fast and possibly having an accident, we can go into the maximum speed and adjust that down to 5 mile an hour. Now the tractor will not run more than 5 mile an hour in reverse no matter what we do. So that is a nice setting as well. Also within the transmission, up at the top here, we have the advanced settings arrow. And if we go in there, we have the ability to change a couple things. We have auto clutch sensitivity. So our auto clutch is how much brake pressure it takes to bring the tractor to a stop. So to make it easier to push, the bring the tractor to a stop, we could set the auto clutch sensitivity on high. With the IVT, we also have the ability to set reverse and forward gear ratios. Most people like to have those on independent. You do have the ability to set those, the forward speed being 1.3 times faster. There's several selections in there, but most people choose independent. Some new features for the 2014 final Tier 4 R Series tractors is the ability to have automatic disengagement of the mechanical front wheel drive and the differential lock. So simply select the steering angle that you wish. So if we select 15 degrees over here on your console, if we put the mechanical front wheel drive in the auto position, if I start to turn the wheel more than 15 degrees, it will disengage the mechanical front. And then once I get back within 15 degrees, it will turn it back on automatically. We also have the same functionality with the differential lock. We can see we have the differential lock automatic button on the console as well. So those were some features of custom mode with the IVT transmission and some of the advanced settings within the transmission.